These games are beautiful.
Let's go! Today we are doing the best art styles in gaming.
Yes.
And we are qualified because we have played video games.
Yeah, and we have eyes.
Yes.
And we did not burn them out during the solar eclipse. So there we go. We are completely qualified.
Yes.
If you did burn your eyes out during the solar eclipse, you are not qualified. So you have to listen to us.
Yep. Such a timely episode, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Fantastic. I'll start things off with A Boy and His Blob for Wii. Just a really cool game. This was kind of a remake slash not spiritual successor, but successor.
Kind of like a reboot.
Reboot, thank you. For an NES game. So it had all the great mechanics from the NES, but new, beautiful, hand-drawn graphics. And we might see some other games featuring hand-drawn graphics today. And how can you not give those props? I mean,
you've got to. It looks nice. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever seen the original NES game played?
I think so.
It has beautiful, I won't say artwork. I mean, I guess it is art, but like the way that the sprites move are pretty unique. And so I guess that's worth mentioning too.
But on NES, it's probably more like A Boy in His Square.
Pretty much blocky, slightly jelly bean looking thing.
There you go.
A
Boy in His Block.
Yes. Boy in His Block.
You.
I like that. That's good. Okami is beautiful. It had to appear on this list. It's obvious. It's cel-shaded graphics. Basically, I mean, it fits the theme of the game. It looks like it's been painted. Every single frame looks as if it has been painted. That's just the way they were able to make it look. And I like looking at this game. There's certain things with well done graphics, with artistic graphics, they don't get old. They age well.
Totally. As opposed to games that go for realism, like, 007 on the N64.
Oh,
just
yeah,
looks
I was thinking of that.
so bad now.
It does.
And many Wii games from third parties.
Yes. Oh, I was going to say most games on the N64
do.
But yeah, it's beautiful. Okami Den went for the same style, but once again, 3D game on the 3DS. It's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad.
Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap for Switch. Another hand-drawn game. I gave this so much praise in my review for the art style. I basically ended up giving the game somewhere between a 7 and 8, but I said it is worth buying and playing for the graphics alone.
Sometimes they're just games worth that. It's pretty enough to look at to where that's all you need.
Not only was everything hand-drawn exquisitely, but they did amazing things with the backgrounds and foregrounds where you're just walking left to right, but then you get like the blurry foreground desert scrolling past you slower than what's in the distance and stuff like that. Really good effects.
Very, very clever people there. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. This one is a little bit of an interesting pick.
Yeah.
The graphics themselves are not necessarily impressive. They're done pretty well.
I think I've got the word for you.
What is it?
Style.
Style. Yes. The way that they style, especially the rest of the game around the characters. Like if you look at Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Marvel vs. Capcom 3, it looks nice, but it looks like a fighting game. Whereas Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, they went out of their way to make it flashy, make it bright. The menus look good. I like the fonts. When you're throwing a fireball, it looks flashy. It looks crazy.
Yep.
You're throwing stuff out, and it's all rainbow colored, and it's a pretty impressive thing to be shooting into your eye holes.
Yes, it is. All right, next up we have Super Mario Odyssey, specifically the 8-bit retro sections. They look so nice. It's like graffiti style on bricks, and it just suits the old sprites so well. Here's my hope. Let's do with that what we did with Captain Toad. Introduced it in Super Mario 3D World and gave it a whole game. I would play that.
That would be really cool. I think one of the things that's really nice about the retro graffiti is that it retains the oldness of the graphics. You know, go back to the classic callback. But if Mario's wearing a new costume, it has a different look to it. Yeah. So they don't just leave it with the old stuff, which we've seen so many times before, but they also update it with the new costumes and whatnot. Keep it fresh.
Stay fresh.
This next one's kind of a joke. Limbo for Wii, which
was announced for that system.
Every source that I see, they finally took it off of the list on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But every other source that I see is that the release date is to be announced. Limbo's a beautiful looking game. If you've never played Limbo, find it on PC or something.
How low can you go?
Yeah, it's not about that. But it's black and white. It's noir. It allows you to fill in the gaps with your imagination.
Yeah.
It allows you to be creative, but I don't think it's coming to Wii U anymore, honestly.
All right. Well, you mentioned paint with Okami.
Yes.
And that is what Nintendo is going for, Skyward Sword as well. Now, this was a standard definition Wii game, but did you know that you can do like Wii games in Dolphin Emulator and stuff and see what they would look like in HD?
I did not know that.
You can do that on your computer.
Oh.
And mini Wii games, this one included, that will help a lot. But we're talking about art style, and Skyward Sword had an amazing painterly art style, and it was so cool how things were blurry in the distance, and then they would kind of come into focus and get more shaded and detailed as you got closer.
Yes, it definitely had its own style. You know, obviously Twilight Princess had its own art style. They all do, but this one definitely pops out as being unique and effective.
Yeah, definitely.
A game that I have yet to play, but I hear is really good and always beautiful. Muramasa, the Demon Blade for Wii. It's, once again, hand-drawn.
Yep.
And it just looks so well done. Like, animes, and I think they're probably getting better. But when I think anime, I think well-drawn pictures that have slight variations in their animation.
Yeah.
And, you know, probably more time is dedicated to drawing the single frames as opposed to drawing the way it moves. And this game just moves beautifully. It shows the movement really, really well with the hand-drawn
I'm
graphics.
surprised that both me and you missed that game.
I know. I've thought several times about picking it up, but I just never committed and did it.
I just didn't pick it up.
Yep, I couldn't. I was like having mittens trying to pick up, I don't know, something slippery. I can't even think of anything.
My last award goes to Paper Mario, specifically the Wii game, Super Paper Mario. I love the paper aesthetic in all of the series, but I think it was so well done in Super Paper Mario because you could hit that A button and flip everything on its side and see things from new angles, which led to very interesting graphical scenarios where certain enemies are flat and you can just walk right past them, or certain enemies are more like an origami structure that you can see from both sides. And just getting to explore the world in 2 dimensions and then 3 dimensions led to so many very good looking things and the ability to appreciate more of what the game designers had created.
Oh yeah.
Also want to shout out the original Paper Mario because the art style really did change. On the N64, Mario was kind of one big cutout character with like white paper around his whole body. And then in later games he went on to be,
just cut it out.
Well, he had like individual moving parts.
Okay, yeah,
So
I see that.
It's pretty different. The original Paper Mario is special for that.
GUACAMELEE for Wii U. I've been playing this game recently. It looks pretty. It's not like, you know, obviously the highest res game.
Yeah.
But just it has a unique charm to it. It's, you know, obviously luchador themed, and you got a bunch of different environments, different enemies, animated really well. And I think it's just unique. I don't see games that look like this at all. It's simplistic, but it's also endearing, you know, that like they, you know, very non-complicated graphics, but each character is shaped in such a way that you want to smile when you see them because they just look a little goofy, but not like stupid. I like them.
That's awesome. Do you remember seeing the logo drink box for that game?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That studio is kind of back in the limelight right now because they released Severed on Switch. So similar kind of look in the art, and just the skill from that developer is clear.
I'm gonna have to check it out now.
Yes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the crew.
Don't forget to leave us a like, because every thumbs up that we get just helps us know what you guys like and how to give you guys content that you guys like.
What's that thumbs up on the game, table game?
Oh,
Thumbmaster?
Thumbmaster, yeah, it's the Thumbmaster.
What is that?
No, it depends on the game. There's several different games that employ it. Like, I use it in the game that I can't talk about the rules for. And then, yeah, there are other games that use that as well.
See you guys next time.
Signing out.